doing what I wanna, innovate what I'm gonna. You can hate all you wanna, but you're still in your pajama. Now I ain't a prima donna, but I built what I wanna. You can say my vision's wrong, the tune of my song. Broke my thumb, bang into my own drum. Broke my thumb, bang into my own drum. Broke my thumb, bang into my own drum. Hootin' and clapping, boots I am a strapping, a click click clacking. Hurrah! Bootstrapping in America. Yeah, bootstrapping in America.
Our smartphones are some of the smallest and most powerful computers ever invented, and we carry them with us everywhere. But it's a juggle and a bit of a struggle to use your phone because it really takes two hands, one to hold it securely and the other to text and scroll. Flygrip is the one-handed smartphone solution, and it lets you keep your phone in your grasp and use the same hand to control it. The Flygrip is device agnostic. It sticks onto the back of any phone or case, and it just uses two fingers, your middle finger and your ring finger, to hold it. You use your thumb to control the device. It has an ergonomic, spring-loaded, articulated hinge that's comfortable to use and which snaps flat when the grip isn't in use. It can also double as a stand, either vertically or horizontal, and that makes it great for your phone, tablet, or e-reader. The founder, Michael Carmack,
I'm sorry. Thomas, we're back!
We are back!
Bootstrapping in America!
Michael Carmetz, how are you?
Excellent, thanks.
Thank you so much for flying out here.
Thank you for bringing me here.
We are all fly-gripped up.
Excellent.
We are excited to have this discussion.
I was too busy answering my emails and trading.
Multitasking.
Multitasking.
That's what it's
Let me
about.
tell you something, Bat. I'm going to do my little fly grip thing here because we were having some fun with this last night. I want to just show you a couple of cool things about this fly grip because you're not aware. Not only can I do my thumb's a little bit large for
You're not very ambidextrous. Your
for
left
one thumb
hand's not
texting.
the best.
But here's the beautiful thing, okay? I could fly with my fly grip. I can. See, you can't make fly grip. Here, let me show you.
You lost your Tom head already?
Oh
you
my
waited
God.
all day to do
You
this.
took
didn't
my
you?
Tom head?
No, I didn't touch nothing.
You took my Tom head?
You need to put a fly grip on the Tom head. So
That's
it's loose.
correct.
Bummer. All right. Well, I was going to show something, but here I got a TastyTrade hat instead. See, Tony, when I go like this, with the fly grip, nothing happens. Okay. When I go like this with the hat, it leaves my hand. Okay, that's beautiful. Mm-hmm. So you're the inventor.
I'm the inventor.
And is this for just flying out of planes, or can we use this anytime?
You could use it anytime. It's for multitasking.
Is it for driving?
We do not promote that at all.
Michael, what are you? Are you do you consider yourself an inventor? Because this is not your first product.
No, I am an entrepreneur. I've had this is my third company.
Okay.
First time ever inventing a product. The other two were a printing and graphic company. Uh-huh. And then I went that was more of a B2B kind of business. And then I went to more of a consumer to business, and I made a website called photofiddle.com, which allows people to upload their photos, change it on the website, make it into like an oil painting, a watercolor, an abstract, like a pop art, like a Warhol type of thing.
Wow.
You do it all online, and then you say, all right, I want it on canvas, I want it on a framed acrylic, all types of different media. And I did that for a while, and it's still going on and excellent. And then, since I'm running all these businesses, I'm a multitasker. When the touchscreen revolution came out with the iPhone and all these other phones, you learn that it's kind of hard to juggle. Sometimes in the back, actually doing work at my shop. You need one hand to maybe hold something or whatever. You can't. Someone texts you, email, you're trying to multitask. You can't do it. It becomes a little fumbling when you're kind of reaching over and you can't do it. And I'm like, these new phones are so great because they give you such great displays and big input, but it's kind of cumbersome to use. So I created the Flygrip.
And I can use this on my mini iPad?
Yep. I should have brought an iPad, but yeah, you could use it. As long as it's not too heavy for you.
Yeah.
You can use it one hand. Great for Kindles also.
Oh no, he's got a big paw. He'll be
I got a big
fine.
paw. Yeah,
it's a mini.
I can hold on to this. I could probably handle up to like 2-3 pounds. What do you think?
He's got an iPad mini, so it makes his hand look bigger. He's got this whole thing about big
You went
hands.
for the mini.
Mm-hmm.
Big hands. Mm-hmm. So we've been playing around with this in the office because you've been so generous to work on a marketing, to work with us on a marketing level. And so I got my little stand.
Mm-hmm. Your Flygrip.
My Flygrip stand. My Flygrip stand.
And it can sit on the phone or it could be on a case too, right?
The beauty of it is I didn't want to limit the customer. I didn't want to go, all right, you have to buy my case, for your phone. And plus, it would have been a nightmare with all the different phones out there. You got the iPhones, then you got a billion different Android phones.
Yeah.
For me to make a case for every single one, that's
So,
not.
like, Tony still has a flip phone. What do you do in that case?
In that case, you buy him a new phone.
Yeah, but buy a new phone.
You gotta buy a new phone.
Does Flygrip buy you a new phone? If you have a flip phone and you want to buy a Flygrip, you just say, let me buy you a phone?
If you still have a flip phone, he probably will. I mean, if you'll buy the product.
I think that should be a marketing campaign for you. If you still have a flip phone, we'll buy you a phone.
Right. Makes sense.
So Bat and I have been using this now for, I don't know, it's the last 2 months or so, since whenever you sent out the first shipment to us, and we've been messing around. It's the TastyTrade approved.
That's correct.
By the way.
It has our logo on it.
And yeah, it's so funny because people they go to us all the time and go, how do I, the first batch you sent out to us was like, maybe sent us like a handful of them, or maybe Jules sold them on the side, we don't know. But Liz and Jenny, the next two speakers that come on, the next two hosts we have, they were like, we want that. And they usually get whatever they want. And so Tony and I were like, no, you can't have it. For once, you can't have something. And so then finally we broke down and gave it to him.
No, I mean, usually people, once you start using it, you're going to learn that you can't do without it because it just makes things so much easier to use. And like I said before, it can attach to any phone. So you could use it with a case or without a case.
Michael, what's life like as you said you have like a dozen employees or something and you're building up, you're a multitasker. What's life as, we're very focused on life as an entrepreneur and life, running your own business and doing whatever you have to do to, and
to survive, right?
Yeah. Well, basically, you're building your business. What's life as an entrepreneur like? I mean, you love
tough.
it?
I love creating things.
Yeah.
Running the business sometimes the day-to-day gets a little stressful because you want to use your talents to the fullest and like I said, I'm more of a creator.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tough and but yeah, it's also fun and rewarding. You get guys like you, they get to meet you guys and I get emails from customers saying how much they love the product. I mean, that's the best thing ever. Just like you guys, I hear when I'm watching your show, people call in at the end of pretty much anyone at the end of their conversation, they'll say, thank you for doing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And they say that, and they say the same thing to me. Thank you for inventing this. I mean, it's great to hear that.
How did you first learn? I know how we learned about you. How did you learn about us?
Well, I've done option trading for many years. I was a buyer of premium. Big mistake.
So you got to us through the option piece.
Yeah.
And then you said, well, I got a product I'd love to talk to you guys about.
I saw your bootstrapping. So I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I was like, there's a lot of synergies also with my product and traders because a lot of mobile traders out there.
Sure.
Multitasking, you're doing something, you're on the line, you got to sell some puts or...
Right now, we've just exceeded 9% of all order flow is 9% of all order flow is now on mobile devices, and I'm telling you, the craziest thing was the first time.
Which just a few years ago, it was 1%.
Well,
right?
yeah, I mean, obviously it's been growing exponentially. It's the fastest growing piece of the entire kind of trading market, but. The suggestion is now, or I'm sorry, the projection is now that within just a couple of years, probably like 5 years, I think they said, 50% of all order flow, 50% of all do-it-yourself order flow, that's like us, is going to come from some form of handheld device.
I totally believe that.
And when you start looking at this stuff and you're just playing around with this is a lot easier to use.
It certainly is.
Especially with your big, like, usually Tony's got these kind of big, clumsy paws, and when he goes around like this, I can't, he's like, here, tell me what the market's doing. And this is kind of how it looks like. He goes, tell me what's going on.
It's kind of true.
It is true. Yeah. Now I just do a little flag grip thing, and I'm done. Boom.
It works very nice. It really does.
Put it back this way. I like it. Getting used to the proper flag grip fingers.
Right. You kind of just put your little fingertips in.
Yeah.
And that way you have, what it does is allow your hand to have so much more of an angle to hit the screen as opposed to when you're holding it this way, you kind of like, barely tapping the screen.
Have you downloaded the Doe iPhone app yet?
I don't have an iPhone.
Oh,
I have an Android, so
okay.
I'm on the other side there.
So with the new, this is the Toss mobile app. When you download the Doe mobile app, it is designed, the functionality in there is designed to be thumb only.
Excellent.
And so I got to just log in, but everything on it is thumb based. They're beautiful for the Flygrip.
Right. It'll work very nicely.
Yeah. And we're happy to have you as a sponsor, a potential sponsor going forward, and to work with us in the future. Just because, first of all, it helps us revenue wise, and it helps you obviously too.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about kind of growing a business, because I think that most people that listen are, they are self-motivated in lots of different capacities. Is what you do, are you able to multitask and trade effectively as well as grow your business and invest in your ideas, continue to innovate? Does the trading piece and the creativity piece come together to really help you make better product?
Well, I would say that the trading part I do on a side. I can't dedicate too much time.
Right.
There's a lot of time being put into not only Flygrip but my other companies.
Right.
I try to make some time for it because I like that. I like to see.
Like finance.
I like finance. I majored in it, but that obviously didn't really bring me to what I do now.
But there's a lot of, we just did like the cross similarities between an all-you-can-eat sushi buffet and some of the strategies. I think that a lot of the entrepreneur strategies come very similar to your ability to know how to take risk with respect to product. Like, how do you know what you had here?
It's exactly right. You come up with an idea, and for me, I'm like, well, I know I was looking for this product. I was like, how could they not make a product like this? So I went out, I hired a patent attorney, let's do a search. Nothing came up. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. How could no one have made this thing? So I went out and I kind of hodgepodge, kind of made like a crude thing of it.
Version of it.
And then I hired an engineer to kind of refine it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love it. And then I'm like, I love it because I need it. There's got to be other people that need it too. Once you start showing it to people, once they use it.
You just mentioned trading and being an entrepreneur, the two things kind of going hand in hand a little bit. You've had success with Photo Fiddle before. I mean, it was on Oprah's O list. Does it make it a little bit easier the second time or third time around saying, hey, I got this idea and believing in it? Same thing with trading. You get a couple of good trades underneath your belt, you're more inclined to continue doing the same thing. Is it the same thing here? Because it's a simple design, but it's simply beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my God, it
was poetic.
Profound.
That was a little. It wasn't not profound.
No, profound. It was
a little
profound.
poetic. Yes. Hey, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. Once you have a success, yes, it kind of gives you a little more energy and confidence
We had
to
to
go.
do the research for it too, right? I mean, with a patent attorney and
it's a lot goes into it. Plus, a lot of money. I self-fund this thing myself. It's not like
You
I got out.
bootstrapped it.
Yeah, I
You
bootstrapped it, and no, I mean it's tough, but it's worth it.
So somebody gave me something very similar once a couple of years ago, because you said you thought you needed something. So a couple of years ago, somebody hands me a few years ago we used to use these things called iPads, but now most people have minis except for Tony, and they gave me this thing, and it was like this piece of Velcro that. It was almost like, it was conceptually similar to this, but it was horrible.
No,
and it was a piece of Velcro, and it allowed you to kind of hold it like this and just kind of hold it in. So you could almost turn it over, but then it slid through and everything.
Right.
It was horribly designed. But conceptually, it was something very similar. What you came along with was something that's just, hey, this is a piece of cake.
Right. I wanted to make it so it would open up quickly, so you'd get it into your hand quick.
And you could do it
I'm
with
all
one
about
hand.
it's got to be productive.
Yeah.
So right out of your pocket into your hand quickly. Not take it out of your hand. You got to fudge with it. Get your fingers in. That's not what I want. I needed it to work efficiently for you.
Yeah. The funniest thing is watching lunch here at TastyTrade, because every day we have lunch in the office. We buy lunch for the office because we like people. We're a more productive company that way. So at the table out there where you're sitting before, everybody has their Flygrips now. So what you see is about 8 or 9 cell phones that are sitting there like this, and everybody's watching the markets. It's hysterical.
It's an army of Flygrips.
It's an army of Flygrips, and everybody's sitting there watching the market like this. Because when you put this down, you can't see anything.
Right.
So everybody's doing it like this, and they walk into Christy's office, got her fly. It's the fun. You've taken over this office, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a good thing. Yeah.
I'm glad.
So, what if somebody wants to? Because we're going to do, like I mentioned before, we're working out some marketing arrangements with you. We're going to hopefully you're going to be sponsoring one of the shows. What if somebody wants to buy a Flygrip?
Right now, just go to flygrip.com. And there's tons of different designs. I don't know if your camera shows all the different designs, but this is something new that we're going to allow customers to
Customize them.
customize them.
No, everybody wants the TastyTrade thing.
Of course.
Or a picture of Tony.
I mean, there's no other.
Yeah, or a picture of Tony.
Can we do a picture?
For some.
Can we do a picture of Tom or a picture of Tony and just see which one wins? Is there any way we could do that? I got to win something.
Can we send a Tom
you just
head?
let me do anything.
Can we send a Tom head with every fly grip that goes out? You know.
I don't see why not.
How about a free shipping thing? Is there any way you could do like a free shipping?
Sure.
For TastyTrade?
We'll do a coupon code during checkout. Put in TastyTrade, you get free shipping.
Perfect.
Perfect. Can we do a free? You get a hot dog and shipping.
I don't know if
Can you get
the post office wants
Can
me
you
to
throw
do
in
that.
some Mets tickets with that? Okay, they got plenty of availability, don't they?
Well, talking about, you're from New York, right?
Yeah, we
Both
grew up
of you
as-
guys.
We grew up as Met fans.
Sure.
Right, and what happens? So the Rangers are no longer in your wheelhouse?
Sorry, we've been here 30 some odd years. We've become Hawks fans.
Well,
Even though you guys, I don't want to say you put up a good fight, but it was a fun series to watch.
it was a fun series, and I know you've said that the Stanley Cup was really Chicago, L.A.
We have to say that.
You know, tell that to NBC, who, you know.
Contractually.
We're under contract. Okay, yeah.
Well, since you're a big hockey fan, I figured you definitely need.
That's very cool.
Oh, that's
very
nice.
cool.
So, you know, wear it in good health and
man,
promote
that's-
your company.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you.
That's
Wow.
very cool.
Oh man, you're too nice. That's great.
Hey, the Flygrip is wind resistant. Didn't even move.
Make sure he gets a Tom head for this one. No,
I will.
Michael,
very
that's
cool.
really nice of you. Thank
Michael,
you.
that's a triple XL?
I think I went for a double XL. I thought
it's gonna be
I
a
thought he
little
was
snug.
going gluten free for a while.
He did for about an hour.
I am gluten free. No, this is so cool. It's gonna be fun to watch how you guys, how your company grows. How your company
So
grows.
far,
It's cool.
so good.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't mention before, but like we've gotten endorsement from Bethany Hamilton. You familiar with her?
Bethany
She's
Hamilton.
the soul
She
surfer,
sounds
the
familiar.
one that lost her arm in a shark attack. She's a
Sure.
professional
Oh
surfer.
yes, definitely. I know that
Sure.
girl. She's the one that said as soon as she got her arm bit off by the shark,
She went back in the water.
She went back in the water.
She's a trooper.
Right.
So
She's not a trooper. She's
amazing.
crazy.
So she, as well as a lot of amputees out there, you never think about it. And when I designed it originally, I didn't think about it. But very difficult to use a touchscreen phone
Sure.
While you're surfing
while you're surfing.
That too.
with one arm.
with one arm. So, you know, amputees, I mean, we call
Oh,
it.
is she a spokesperson for you?
She endorses it, and she has
Oh.
her own. We have our own line. It's 4 different designs that are inspired, like, surf inspired and Hawaii inspired. But we
cool.
think of it. You know, I say it's an accessory, but for a lot of people, it's a necessity. People also stroke victims.
Yeah.
Who or
Sure.
muscle damage on their hands. It's very difficult to hold the phone. It's just another use for it, and these are things that that just came about once I got it out there in the
Very
market.
cool, you're right.
If your arm got bit off by a shark and you were surfing, you were not going to be surfing. Let's say you're wading through the water and one arm got bit off by a shark.
Let's just say I was floating like poop in
Yeah,
the
let's
water.
say.
Yes, go ahead.
What are the chances you go back in the water?
Probably 0, but obviously she loves the sport.
Zero. Me, zero.
You zero.
Do you remember that movie? What was the movie where the guy was swimming with
Blue
the?
Crush is the only one.
No. No, it's the. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Awesome
But
movie.
you remember when he's
Yeah.
lying on the surfboard? He goes, and the surfer guy, kind of the stoner, goes, "Hey, if you got attacked by a shark, you'd still come out here tomorrow." He goes, "No, I wouldn't." I'm thinking the same thing. No, I wouldn't. You got a great story, Michael.
Thank you.
It's a great story. You got a fun product. It's gonna be fun for us to be. Listen, we're in the mobile technology business, so it's gonna be fun for us to work with you into perpetuity. So it'll be. We'll have a good relationship together. Should be good.
I appreciate it.
Thank you
very
so much for coming here.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Michael. Stick around. We got Good Trade, Bad Trade next. Listen to Taste Trade Live.